I first came out when I was 16 years old, 15, 16, and I remember my mother catching me with my boyfriend. And you know, my mom was a woman of faith in a Christian church, Christianity, and she was not completely okay with it.
Because of myself, it took until I was 25, right? And that was just yesterday, right? It took until I was 25 to get comfortable enough with not the conflict of religion, the conflict of being a Catholic, a conflict of being an African American woman, and that viewpoint in the African American community of it being such a huge stigma and a sinful act, like within other cultures. But I can only speak for myself and my experience.
Coming out back in the 90s, and it was scary, and I didn't know how my friends were going to react. I didn't know how my family was going to react. So it was really helpful for me to have a group of supportive people around me who reached out to me and let me know that things were going to be okay. And I think most of all, they let me be my authentic self for the first time in my life, and it's really, really great feeling when people reach out to you.
But today, my mom is very open. She's great. It just took a little bit of time, and I think for me, I had to meet my mom where she was in the process and kind of walk her through everything.
I would say that brace yourself for the changes, for the rejection, for the acceptance on some level, and just know that that step it's complicated, right? It's self-fulfilling, but there are some complications that goes along with it. It's not just like, hey, I'm free, and now the world knows. It's more so like, whew, the burden is lifted, but now the work begins.
I think National Coming Out Day is important because it allows for the individual within the community to stand comfortably in their truth. And I think it's also important because it allows for people to know that we exist, and we exist in different spaces.
I think it's a great opportunity for those of us in the LGBTQ plus community to really be our authentic selves, to step outside of what we have historically thought about who we are, and to be open and honest with ourselves and everyone around us.
When you come out, you're coming out for you, right? You're really not coming out just for society and to say, hey, look at me, you know. Hopefully 10 years from now, there will be no need for a video like this. And I know like 20 years ago, people potentially was like 20 years from now, there will be no need for a video like this.
I think the best advice I could give is it's your story to tell. You don't have to tell anyone anything that you don't want to. But if you decide that it is something that you want to do, that you want to be your authentic self and step out there and help lead the fight for equity and equality for LGBTQ plus folks, know that we've got your back.